So this should be a pretty interesting month for us, the Swell family and the Hashanasi channel, all that goodness. We're gonna do No Spend August, which if you watch my vlog at all, you know, maybe once a year we'll do a no spend month where we spend no money on things outside of like life requirements. And that even means like food. We try and use the food that we've been storing in our pantries, like that needs to be moved. We cycle cans. We have a lot of stockpile of things like rice and other stuff like that. And although the rice and the hard, dry stuff is not gonna go bad for decades, we do have some canned goods that we like to cycle through and stuff like that. And we have enough, more than enough, that we should be able to sustain ourselves for a month and possibly do one grocery stop for just fresh foods. So yeah, for a month, we don't spend anything other than what's required, you know, payment-wise on your bills, of course. And we will be continuing to do our Amazon FBA work because that's a business expense. And so we don't have a problem with that. So that means instead of doing things like for fun, which I think sourcing is super fun, we'll just be sourcing. Sourcing will be tons of just awesome going shopping, finding new stuff to sell, and hopefully with some of our free time that we're freeing up to do this, we will be also finding a product that we can sell on our own. So retail arbitrage is buying things that are already well known, well understood, and reselling them on Amazon. We would like to find our own kind of niche product that has a nice little following that we can buy direct and sell on Amazon. That would be really, really cool for us. And hopefully this month we'll be able to figure it out. So to get started with this, we're gonna do weekly little videos. Look for them on the weekend. I think we're gonna start posting our stuff on like the weekend or maybe on a Friday or a Thursday. So look for our first continuation of this. There should be about 4 episodes, right, in the month of August, and we'll talk about how much we're saving, which I think will be helpful to some people, how we did it, what we did. We'll show little tips throughout the week. Should be fun. So since I last talked to you, it was kind of like the intro towards No Spend August. Today is like our second day doing No Spend August, and really just to lay down some of our tips, because we have done this before, it really takes a lot of pre-planning, or at least some level of organization, that you don't find yourself stuck with an empty stomach and you're hungry and you don't have a snack. So throw snacks in your bag. Or when it comes to dinner and lunches, you kind of have to pre-plan the food that you're gonna eat. Now, I know I mentioned in the beginning of this video that you shouldn't just go out the day before August or the day before the week that you're gonna start this and just buy everything in the grocery store in the hopes that you don't need it, but you have it just in case. The idea is that you should be using some of your preps, if you have those, some of the food you already have on hand, deplete some of the stores that you have available. I'm sure you've got cupboards in your kitchen that are full of soup cans that you haven't touched in years. So you might want to start there and actually use that as part of the food you make. Maybe not in the beginning, because you probably have perishables you need to worry about. For instance, Leia made a delicious chicken noodle soup. She used like a yam noodle. Basically the noodles are made from the, I don't know, what part of the yam? I think the fiber of the yam? I don't know. It's like 0 calories, really weird.
We had that for a long time, and have we not been doing the no spend?
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't use it.
In parallel, I'm also trying to go back to the no sugar, no grains, which this is like, we had to do some pre-planning before we even started this, because getting caught out having a very limited diet and also not buying things, kind of difficult.
I actually think it's easier doing no sugar, no grains.
You think so? Oh yeah, because you only eat what you. You're not tempted to go out to eat.
Temptations.
Good point. Very good point.
Like so, if you opt to go out to eat, you're breaking 2 things.
You're breaking 2 things: hearts and minds.
Oh hey, Mark.
It's. Oh hi, Mark.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey, guys. How's it going? Today's Friday, and we're wrapping up the week, basically our first No Spend August week.
It's day 5. Right.
Day 5, but we're rounding the bend. This would be, in a horse race term, we're in the last furlong, basically. We're coming around the bend. We're gonna run. We're gonna finish strong for the first week.
No, we finished like crap. What do you mean? you went out and bought drinks today, and I ended up going out and buying food.
Well, okay, so there are some things that are, quote unquote, they're budgeted for in the sense that they're incidentals that are going to happen. I have to do things that are like positive for my career. It was a career event. We had a really big success, and it was like a celebration event. I have to go to that, and also I have to drink beer. I have to. So I tell myself every day.
So last night, Edison had a really rough night. So this morning I didn't get a chance to like pack myself lunch. I didn't pack you lunch. Did you pack yourself lunch?
I took whatever that black box is that was full of pistachios, and I crammed a bunch of like meat on top of it and a couple pieces of cheese and some carrots. But then I got to work and the pistachios were like, they had been in the refrigerator, so they were like really soft. It was gross. So I didn't eat much of the pistachios, and the carrots were also pretty bad. So I ended up just so one thing that happened before we started this, which is not a cheat, but you got a good deal on them. Leia got a couple of those like epic meat bars, the bison meat bars. So I ended up having one of those. I started eating my lunch around 11, and then started getting into the meat bar around 1:30, 2 o'clock.
But that's good because you could have actually just gone to the cafeteria and
I could do whatever I want.
Yeah, but you didn't.
But I didn't. I chose not to.
Yeah. Today I totally...
You went to Popeyes.
I fell off the rails, man. I didn't have time.
Was it Popeyes or...
No. My day started... I did not have time to get anything. Right? Like I didn't pack any food for myself today. So I ended up going to Starbucks.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what else?
Wow, this is real honesty. I didn't know about this. I'm hearing this live. I didn't know she did that.
Yeah, I went to Starbucks and
I saw the Popeyes box and I thought there was there's dirty work afoot.
Yeah, no, totally.
Did you get the sous vide eggs?
I did.
Yeah, the Starbucks sous vide eggs are hot tip.
I mean, because there's also a difficulty in that we're trying to do no sugar, no grain.
Yeah.
So
and Edison is crying. Anyway, so that. Boop. Hey guys, so it's Sunday. How did we do on our first week of No Spend August? Well, I'm holding a beer that I didn't own when I started the month. So not great.
Yeah, why did you buy that?
Leia wanted to make a video where she's gonna have a michelada in the video, and that also wasn't included in our monthly expenses. Lots of things happened this week that were not kind of our monthly expenses. Ben needed a down payment for his birthday party, right?
Oh, I budgeted that. I knew.
Oh, you did budget. Okay. So some things came up, some things were a part of our budget, some things weren't a part of our budget. For example, the kids got really hungry when Leia was, carting them around. And so she went to Popeyes and bought them like a little chicken meal. Didn't get food herself, although she was starving. Came home and ate food from home. So
the reason...
Kudos.
The reason that we stopped at Popeyes, though, was because Ben had to go potty.
Aha.
I didn't want to go into the restaurant and not buy anything, but it turned out the kids were also hungry.
Okay, there you go. So I want to go back a step, and I want to clarify something. Doing the no spend challenge isn't like just to save money. Although you do save money, that is true. That is a reason that you could want to do this. One really good reason we found is it helps us deplete a lot of the stuff we have in the house. A lot of things that are in the cupboards, canned goods, stuff like that that have been sitting around for a while. You can pull them all out and then you can use them, which is like awesome because they're not going to get used otherwise. And so that's really cool. Another thing that is really helpful is that you have all kinds of hobbies. I have all kinds of hobbies. I've got all kinds of things that I own for all my little hobbies. And I don't use them that often, or sometimes I do, but it's few and far between, and it's always like it's the next hottest thing. I'm always chasing the next hottest thing. When you're not buying things, you have to focus on what you have and what's cool about what you have. And so that's always like super fun to be able to kind of like go back into it. And if you go look at the vlog, it's on Swell Family, link is in the description. We recently went through a whole effort to like clean out our garage and get ready to do more Amazon FBA. And we found all kinds of cool stuff in the process of it, so, that's super amazing. Leia, what else? Why would you want to do...
I do it because it's a spending cleanse for me.
A spending cleanse. What does that even mean?
it like refocuses my savings mentality by reminding me what I don't actually need to buy.
Refocuses your spending mentality so you can realize what you don't need to buy. Interesting. Okay.
Like, because normally I could go through a store and be like, I could use that. I need that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that is the
need,
job.
right? That's the trick, right? Need. You don't need anything. You want a lot of things.
Because I mean, marketing to make you feel like something is in need is a multi-billion-dollar industry.
They made a whole TV show on it. It's called Mad Men. You don't need it. You want it. Anyway, so we'll keep this short. This is the first week. We'll walk you through the rest of our weeks. We were more on track with our budget, what we had budgeted for the week, than we were off of it. Those beers being one of them, and a Popeyes meal being the other thing. But that's okay. You can fall off the wagon a little bit as long as you get back on and you try and redouble your efforts for the next week. So you're probably going to watch this on a Monday, and it would be great if you thought about maybe spending the rest of the month not spending, just living on what you have, or maybe go take another trip to the market and plan out your next couple of weeks and then live off of that and see how you do.
So
yeah.
I think we should talk about actually what we're going to be doing differently in the coming week.
I think that you want to do that right now? Mm-hmm. No, I don't think so. It's already 4 minutes in.
Okay.
So tune in for the next video. We actually might do a midweek video to talk about like planning and tactics. So that should be kind of fun. Anyway, tune in for that, and we're going to leave you with our first week here on the No Spend August Challenge. If you have not already, please subscribe. Love it if you give us some comments. If you have not subscribed to, well, if you have subscribed to me, Hasnasi, it'd be great if you subscribe to Swell Family. That is in the description. That's where we do all of our vlogs and our mukbangs and our collaborations with my wife, who is Swell Mommy here on YouTube as well. So, hope you check those out, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.